Hey, what's up, guys? And I just want to show you the idle jet and the main jet for the Yamaha DT 175. This is an idle jet, it's size 20, and I've just washed it. And let me see if I can give you a closer look. So as you can see, it's the idle jet or the pilot jet, however you want to call it. It's the fuel passage at idle, and I've just cleaned it. As you can see, it's clean. And what I've actually done is to pass a thin wire through it so that I'm sure it's clean. So guys, I do not have WD-40, and I also don't have a carburetor cleaner, and I don't have any pressure let me say air compressor or anything that can blow air at a speed that will assure me that this is open. So I've passed through this is a very thin wire. It's not even fitting. It's very thin. It's thinner than the jet, but it's good because I'm not widening the jet, but at least I'm sure it's open, and I'm opening it up. I'm just passing it through in case there is any fuel mixture that is ganked up. Again, guys, this is the main jet, and this is what is operating while at any throttle that you do up to full throttle. This is what is operating. And the main jet, as you can see, this is the side that is at the carburetor. So it looks like this. What happens when you pull the throttle cable, you vary how open this is, and this is a bit more open. As you can see, it's much more visible, and this one is definitely 170, because the bike can work with 165, 170, and 175. So I'm hoping this is right at 170. These jets are not labeled, so I am not able to tell by reading from the jet. Yeah, I can't see anywhere it's written, but anyway, I'm hoping this is either 165, 170, or 175, but I'm thinking it's 170. So on this one, because it stays like this, the throttle needle actually goes in here, and by you pulling on the throttle, you vary how deep the throttle cable is, and by that you vary how big this hole is for the fuel. So the fuel is right here at the bottom, so this bottom part is actually mostly submerged in fuel. But by you determining how deep the throttle needle is, you determine how much fuel the bike can draw while revving. There was a see-through carburetor. This is how it would look like. The throttle needle would look like this, and by you pulling on it, you would be pulling it up. Right now it's sitting lowest because it's just sitting on it. But by you pulling the throttle, you will be varying this distance. And as you can see, that the needle gets thinner and thinner from this side. So the thinner, the more space it allows this main jet. It allows the main jet. I'm explaining to you this because many people just assume you understand it by default, but this is how it works. So this is the throttle needle, and this is what is sitting at the main jet. As you can see, by you pulling on it, you are pulling it up, and by you pulling it up, you are creating more space at the main jet to allow more fuel to travel to the combustion chamber. This throttle needle also has some slots. As you can see, this one has 5. The topmost, bottommost, the middle, which I have clipped the cable on the second. So it's the second position that I've clipped it on, the third, the fourth, and the fifth. This is the fifth slot for this throttle needle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. For this one, it is best to keep it at 3, number 3, before you start tampering with it. So you do slot 3, and then maybe a 20 for the pilot jet, and 170 for the main jet. And then you run your bike and you see how it feels. Then you can now adjust. So what I want you to understand is that you can change this needle, but you can also adjust this position, which will affect the amount of fuel that your bike is consuming and the amount of power. However, on the pilot and the main jet, this is number 20, and you cannot adjust it. If you want maybe 18 or 19 or 22, you will need to buy a new pilot jet. This is just a screw with a hole in it that we are calling a jet. It is just to allow fuel to pass through that hole. So this is number 20. If you need 21, 22, you will need to buy another one. And number 21 or 22, whatever the number you want to buy. This is the pilot jet, and I'm assuming it's 170, but if you need another one, you will need to buy. You cannot adjust the pilot jet. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you learned something today. Have a nice day. Subscribe.